Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes. Comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Tighten up, tighten up. Let's pull it together.
Where are they, team?
25, check 25.
Mike's 50.
One.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Hatchet. Rush in. One. 3. One and up.
A first down throw for Mariota. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
One.
Mike's 50.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And some room to run now. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. 59.
Man out.
Watch twist.
Man.
Check three.
Leo. Hey, Delta. Get it.
Lock now on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Heavy on the edges. Shoot.
Undercut. Recon, 152 fighter.
Kill.
Twist.
Watch twist.
Hey, lock it.
Check nine.
Five.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. On second down, a run with Lindsay. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They look to throw. It's locked. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Throwing now is locked. That one going to be complete to David Moore. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf.
Yeah. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Got you.
Hey, I 7.
Mike, check, 59.
Ready?
Throwing his lock on third down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Watch the safety creep.
Christian Travis. Hey, box truck. Now.
Lock now on first down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Go out. Come. Shoot.
To throw it is locked. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's #4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check, Mike 21, check, Mike.
Get it.
Again, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Taken in at the 11. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Show it up. Show it up.
Where are they, team?
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Mariota, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
He's crashing.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check your hot read. General, flash.
Check like 33. Check like 33.
All right, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
He's forced out of bounds.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
No game on this defense. No game. Motion. Hey, check one. Check like 33. Hey, let's get it.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's McKenzie. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Where are they, team?
Check like 33. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
Check like 33. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mike, check 33.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Just like that.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
All right, T, let's try. All right.
Rock it. Fight.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
6-6, pull it high.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Ready? 10 logo.
Hey, tight.
Yo, go. Smooth. Hey, Sam off. Look at me, zipper.
On 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43. Locke now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At the Redskins' 39-yard line.
Go. Ready.
Here's Locke. They'll find Lindsey here. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Pilot, 64. Hey, exit.
Mike is 59.
Hey.
I got you.
61, matchbox lights.
Check, 59. I'm on.
Now.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Courtland Sutton with touchdown number 20 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Switch.
3.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards.
We got this. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Mike's 50. Watch the backer.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Come on,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
Bravo.
So don't say nothing.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike.
Go.
On first down, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. On first and 10, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Yep.
Mike 21, check, Mike 21.
It's just me and you. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On second down, here's Locke. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 42.
First down, Broncos.
Throwing on first down, Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. He's got it. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
80 weapons.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check nickel. Watch the eye.
Ready, go. 5.
They'll try to run with Lindsay. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Ready. 8, read.
59, Mike to 59. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty...
Hey, orbit.
59's mark. Check. 59.
Go.
6 man. Check curls.
Locke taking the snap at 1. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing, Mariota. And he's going to keep it here. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Check 59. Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Hey, Delta.
59.
Ready?
On second and 12. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check Mike. Check Mike. Whip, whip. Whip, whip.
Go on. Go on. Look at me. Go on. Go on. Snap.
On third and long, it's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Terry. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Check 43. Check 33. 33. Silver. Check safety.
One.
Check, go get him.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come get some. Come on.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Motion.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Watch the pass.
Where are they, team?
On 1st down, it's Coleman. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mariota now. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
One.
33. Check Mike 33.
Cut. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Big hit.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mariota now from the 50. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. Mariota now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike, check 33.
Here we go.
Shit.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Xavier Woods on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Fully high. Check 37.
Motion.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things? Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The drive starts with a completion left side and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal.
Watch the run, watch the run. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
One.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the run, watch the run.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Right here, right here.
Check 99, check 99. Shift, watch the shift.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Marcus Mariota with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Broncos take over
Get ready.
at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And now off to the races down the right side. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Bang, 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 bang. One.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Stepping up, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Marcus Mariota keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Out.
Leo. Spud.
59. Mike's 59. I'm scared.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. He completes this to Sutton. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
10 Lobo.
Hey, you got 3 down. Mike's 5'9". Let's go.
Fight.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
You're not ready.
Tight dog. Back. You're out. Hard.
Throwing now is Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Everett picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. Some of the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Check 21.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He's checking. Crash.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
3 down.
Check 50.
Switch.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Turnover. That's what we do. Other way. Let's go.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Redskins 44, Broncos 16.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 47 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
33, check Mike 33.
So we got man. Mike check 33. Here we go.
Stepping up, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. The fourth quarter. They felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got one.
Hey, Charlie.
Locked to throw on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
3.
50, Mike, 50. Exit.
3.
Following the interception here, Mariota. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd and goal, Mariota, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He can run, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Smooth. Ready.
Block now on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Down the numbers. There he goes. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Topper. One. Echo. 33. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
Throwing here, Mariota. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the Broncos' 6-yard line.
33.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 25, check 25.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Mariota on 4th down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Go.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Rock it.
3 bud. Hey,
Go.
Block going to throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And all the way up to the 49. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check. Now.
Mike 5-9.
Hey, exit.
You don't want none. Check 3.
Hey, Sam off. Shoot.
One final try for Locke. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the two-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for Washington, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats.